start metal?
To start metal, well,
Personal inspiration from bands, all of that.
my personal experience with metal was when I really was a kid. So we live in a country where there are a lot of troubles, political situations. The social situation is as well fucked up. So metal is a way of expression. We find it a really good kind to express ourselves the way we want to do it. I think we're angry people that want to deliver a message.
Okay.
So obviously it was it must have been hard to start up a metal band in this type of environment, right?
Especially since we're talking about from Lebanon.
Well, yeah, it has been very hard, but especially that you can't find any members in Lebanon.
Okay.
You can find only a few talented people, and most of them don't even know what extreme metal is about. So you get people who are trying to play Lamb of God thinking it's some fucking good thrash metal, for example. So finding the right members took us really many years. So we had a problem with that, and then we had a problem with the government. We went to jail for 3 nights simply for playing metal music, because for a period of time metal music or piercings or tattoos were not allowed in Lebanon.
Or long hair.
Or long hair.
And even I think black t-shirts weren't allowed?
Not
band
necessarily,
t-shirts.
band t-shirts with symbols and stuff like that.
We still can't order anything metal that's heavier than Metallica and Iron Maiden to Lebanon. We cannot order that. You get arrested for ordering, for example, I don't know, some Satyricon or Slayer. And the government doesn't intend to take the time to understand what metal is about or what the lyrics are about or anything else. It's pure satanic to them. They don't try to understand anything beyond that. So this has been also a problem for us.
We're hoping it gets better now. Till now, maybe it's a bit better, but it's not like it should be.
Okay.
It's another way of expression, that's it.
So your first album was Provenance of Hatred, is it?
Well, it was a demo, actually.
It's a demo.
It was a demo that we did back in 2003. It was released in 2004.
We actually recorded the demo 9 days after leaving the jail.
Okay.
So we had to do it anyway, no matter what.
It was a single take demo done in home recording. It was a really nice experience because back then a few bands really recorded anything in Lebanon and they sent it outside, and we had a really good response. A lot of reviews, a lot of interviews in the underground scene of Europe and the States.
Are you currently working on a track as well?
We're working on a full album.
Full album, okay.
Yeah, after Ziad joined us because we had trouble finding a new drummer after our drummer left, and we found Ziad in 2006. Was it after the war or before the war? After the war. Israel attacked Lebanon, and he joined us after the war.
I joined forces after the war. I had to take part in the whole action.
And he can blast like hell, so now we're recording the album after working together and making new material.
So did the war influence your album, this album?
Of course, it's a certain never-ending influence. Everything that's happening in Lebanon is an influence. There's the social bullshit, the political crap, the wars and the terrorism that's taking place.
We've been living war over and over and over again with different titles. So we each come from a different region in the country. And we have experienced different kinds of, let me say, oppression or suppression, and this is why we connect. It's like the people of the country connect in one thing: the shit of war. I can't find another word.
So I mean, apart from y'all, is there any other bands in Lebanon who are trying to develop?
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing, talented bands in Lebanon. There's actually a group of bands that are working together at the moment to promote Lebanese music to the world. It's called the Lebanese Rock Society. They have a MySpace. We're a part of it, and if you go to that MySpace page, it's myspace.com/the Lebanese Rock Society. You can find songs by all the bands involved in that society. There's a lot of bands in Lebanon.
From different kinds of styles, all in metal. So you have like metalcore, heavy metal, thrash metal, grind death, black metal. You have everything, and there is a history in Lebanon. I think that it is maybe the oldest country with such a scene. We used to have a really good scene, and now it's evolving again.
What's now? I'll just take the topic a little bit away from metal.
Of course.
What's the meaning behind your band's name?
Well,
What brought you to to give it a name like this?
Well, we
And,
currently the name
It's
is
a combination of the two words.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a combination of two words, chaotic and AM.
Okay.
We live in a fucked up chaotic AM, so it seemed suitable and perfect. But then we had a problem with the government because they spelled chaotic and AM, Kaoteon with a CH, they spelled it as shayatinum, which in Arabic means devils.
Okay.
So we had to change the spelling so dimwits can actually think in a different way. So that's why we spell it this way now.
Okay.
So what plans do you have like in the future? I mean, you're gonna release a new full-length album.
Yeah, we're working on the new album. It's called Veni Vidi Vomui, which means I came, I saw, I puked. It should be released hopefully by this summer. And I'm pretty sure you'll love it. It contains a lot of styles of extreme metal and sounds heavy as
it
fuck.
is composed of 10 songs,
Okay.
and the style is diverse while keeping it extreme and fast and keeping the same sound. As I told you, after Ziad joined, we had a blast because we could work again, and now we're working together really tight, and the album will be released hopefully this summer because it's done. We're in the mixing phase. So that's it.
What do you see the future of metal in Middle East? If you want, you can specify on Lebanon, but I'm talking more generally in the Middle East.
Well, Ziad should tell you about this.
I think it's growing a lot.
Growing?
Yeah. And you also have new bands that are much more serious than before. New bands that are doing great stuff, also recording new stuff. And it's growing to a mature phase, if I can say. Instead of just being bands, playing in all that bullshit, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, it's growing, especially in Lebanon.
In Lebanon, there are lots of bands that are recording at the moment, and like you see, our Bilocate from Jordan are getting a good response. You have Nerve Cell from the UAE, you have Otto Vanquish from Lebanon that are signed with Grind Ethic Records, you have Chimera that are signed with Stitching Crypt from Russia.
Yeah.
So the scene is moving, and the people are starting to think differently than before. We are working together. So maybe we could be a leading group to tell the people in the Middle East how to work together. Maybe metal will correct the thing, because in the Middle East everything is fucked up. Everyone is against the other. So maybe I believe that we are working together, and if this work, it will be something huge. Because we have a good scene. I mean, we have lots of metalheads.
Yeah.
At the same time, we've always had a certain censorship on metal music, and currently at the moment there's a huge campaign going from the Syrian government against the Syrian metalheads.
Okay.
They're getting arrested and they're getting
Alright.
used like animals every single day. There's a group on Facebook that is supporting the Syrian metalheads,
Okay.
and if anyone can join.
Because we have to change this point of view, this prejudgments of taking metal as if it is something bad, something.
Yeah.
After all, it is just a way to express yourself, to tell them stop the war, stop the bullshit, stop the crimes, the theft, everything. So we should support one another, and if we work together, not just in the Middle East, all metalheads should work together and forget all about ethnicities, racial shit, and religious stuff. Because we're all people after all. Different colors, different air, we all enjoy the same, and we all headbang together.